if Coach Peter Milliman of Johns Hopkins could leave him on the field the entire game, he would. We go to the face-off dot, and this is Brady Wambach, the first-team All-American, facing off against John McKee for Johns Hopkins. This is a storyline to pay attention to all night, Kark, as the top face-off man for Johns Hopkins, Joe Hobart, injured late last weekend against Loyola.
It's a massive on the freshman Marcus, the best placement you possibly could put.
Second goal of the season. And not only does that get them off the canvas, Kark, but that is a juice goal as well. And face-offs now, Carolina controlling 2-0.
And if you can get
goal of the season, and you said it, Kark, him and Ty English, 23 and white, they're going to log a lot of minutes in this game as the 1A and 1B shorty D mids for Carolina as Wambach wins another face-off, picked up by the freshman Parker McDonald. Petramala being guarded by Sorensen, the freshman. Ball is up to Mason Suchek, number 1 in
Duffy's shot.
Carolina in the midst of a 3-0 run right now. Duffy, already a two-time All-American, the ACC Rookie of the Year. Played on the under-20 team USA crease, I should say, with those black cleats. What does Hopkins do to remedy the face-off? It's John McKee stepping back out against Brady Wambach.
See, that's a good tie-up. Like, you have to meet Wambach there.
Yeah.
I thought Hopkins, from a face-off perspective, did their job right there. But you have to be able to meet. Approach allows him to just get nasty and dirty and absolutely hammer the top portion of the net against Marcus.
Ayers with an incredible move. That is as pretty as it gets. His 6th goal of the season and the first for Hopkins in over 16 minutes.
That was feast or famine. When you sell out like that, you're either going to get the stick, you're going to block a shot, or you're going to be vulnerable as a defender, and Ayers was patient.
What was that, the 2016 National Championship game? Powers, right?
Yes.
The kid Powers dove out for Carolina.
Balcom save, Brian Balcom in net.
Yeah, ate that shot.
Like, this guy just knows how to find spaces to get his hands free.
And a nice little pick there by Ty English, too. Just disrupted Sorensen enough. And there's a face-off win for Johns Hopkins, their 2nd of the game.
How about Ty English? He was the quick run out on that defensive stop, and then he stayed on the field.
Johns Hopkins, and normally it's Desquie trying to bull his way to the cage. I love how he just pulled up and let it rip from distance.
But experience and reps will give you that.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta stick with him. He's that good. I watched his highlights in high school. I mean, from Loomis Chafee, he was a force.
You were really impressed, yeah.
Yes, that team was one of the best in the country. And I'm watching this guy, and he was that wide reach where he could just wrap it around.
6'2" out of Naperville, Illinois. 16 points as a freshman. And he's comfortable in front of the cage, dodging downhill, inverting, dodging off the wing.
Field another step or two, so when he turned, he had a good enough angle to sneak it by Lamedy.
And Lamedy came off the pipe. He stepped too. Wambach comes and Lamedy makes the save, but watching that replay, you didn't really see it in real time, but Lamedy comes off the pipe and kind of gives Duffy a little bit more angle.
That's one where personnel-wise, they're looking at Rawson as a guy like, okay, we're good in this match.
Yeah.
But Rawson says, no, you're not.
Wambach wins the face-off across to Petramala, can't be handled. Ball goes out of bounds with 2.5 seconds left. How about the discipline of Rawson not to ward off with that free hand as well?
100%. And how about the fake?
As we begin the 3rd quarter of action. Picked up again by Johns Hopkins. That's Reese DeSico off the wing.
9-4 is the face-off total. Just chipping away.
Great face-off.
Hardest shot of your life because it's so easy, right? It's so easy to hit that shot, but when the pressure of the hidden ball trick, right, and you get into that spot, he could hit that shot 100 times from that spot, but when you put a goalie in it and you put a real game scenario in it, it's a hard shot.
Yeah, just don't want to screw it up, and that one was on a line.
And Dash Lamedy not understanding like the spatial awareness of a clear and a transfer. Like, if he's deeper, he gets that outlet pass easily. Instead of being right in the middle of release point, have you seen the ball go high?
Not a lot.
I mean, he's...
Well, I Actually, all the time. What am I saying? All the time.
Not a lot low to low.
Yeah.
Which tells me he's got that in his bag.
Garbage goal, some way, somehow. We just talked about Olympic hockey. And a loose ball ends up in the back of the cage. Carolina had scored 2 goals in 44 seconds. We've got to look at the replay.
This is how Hopkins has to win this game. They have to muck it up at the face-off X and make it a 3-on-3. And this time they do, and sometimes the ball bounces your way.
Charlie Hazard.
If you tie up Wambach, Mark, if you tie him up, you have a chance. You have a chance, and you make it a 3-on-3 street fight at the face-off.
It's Hazard at the end of that play with the slap shot. The long stick midfielder, junior out of Wellesley Hills, Massachusetts, gets a gigantic goal for the Blue Jays.
There it is again. You gotta pressure him. You gotta pressure him.
Yeah, Wambach picked up that face-off, but Tyler I whacked him one.
That 100 out of 100 times. But in real
a
time,
real game,
when you know, oh my gosh, I got them fooled. Now I just gotta score this easy goal. Not so easy. But feeling out your defensive pressure and then countering. If it's backside pressure, he goes front side. If it's front side pressure, he dips underneath. We've seen a little bit of everything with Dom Petromalo in terms of his body.
And if you're going to slide to Dom Petromalo, where's that stick got to be?
Yeah, it's got to be right in his numbers.
Right in his numbers, and a little bit of a poor approach on the slide.
Player I feel that way is Owen Duffy. Like, I think Anthony Rayo has elite potential. I watched him in high school. He flies. He was a wide receiver in high school. He played attack and midfield. Look, Long Island's known for a lot of great things, right? You think of all the pizzerias, delis, and the bagels. It's also known for lacrosse, and nobody ever scored more goals in a high school career. Getting to Dash a little bit, too.
They are.
They're getting to him.
He went to the splits on that one and couldn't catch up to Macaluso, far post. Carolina on a 4-run run. Ball goes. Get that stick back behind your ear. Put your foot in the dirt.
Because it was a high pass.
And that is a great look from James Matton, one of the senior captains. Next face-off won by Brady Wambach. Parker Hoffman, wing specialist.
So anxious to slide and support him.
Gotta be.
He's not accustomed to playing on that side of the field.
Right.
I don't think they had the faith in him, which I don't doubt. He's an attacker, right?
Face-off win initially by Hopkins. Picked up by Wambach. He comes right down, Keenan drive, and sticks it. Brady Wambach. Dan Sheppard won the face-off. The wings dislodged it, and Wambach does the rest.
This should be the recipe for Hopkins winning face-offs, right? Jumping Wambach instead. Carolina, wing play in effect. Looks like Wambach freezes the defense just for an extra bite or two. You look at Lamedi's body language there. I don't think he thought Wambach was going to go low.
I thought he was guessing.
Yeah,
he was leaning.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
He was leaning. He did not think Wambach was going low.
Yeah. Third goal of the year for Brady Wambach, the junior out of Pittsford, New York. That's a face-off violation against Hopkins. So right when they get that big goal.
It's that. Chris Cavanaugh was incredible at that shot as well. It's a variation of the question mark that is only meant for the super elite players, because that is so hard to torque your body in the mid-air without any base or core.
UNC on a 5-1
mark where he leaves his feet and just stings it past Lamedi. I think Petromalo and Duffy have been brilliant tonight, not only scoring goals, but allowing the game to come to them. They haven't forced it.
UNC has won 5 straight face-offs, and after that Jacksonville game, a 1-goal victory here. People are already, the senior out of Waltham, Massachusetts, saved 53% a year ago after transferring in from Ohio State.
This is a growing opportunity for Dash. He's going to be an elite goaltender. He's going to be a goalie that potentially down the road, and I'm not just saying this, could be like a national goalie of the year type player. He's going to have his...
Matton doing a wonderful job as captain. Leadership, switch positions, very selfless, doing whatever he can to help his team make his senior season memorable and not trying to do too much. And that was, you know, so that was his long feed to Macaluso. Then Devin Wilson returns a favor.
Yes.
With that cross.
But do you know what I mean? Like a player making plays all
absolutely
over the offensive set. I mean, that tells me this guy's comfortable. Like it's working. And Collison, and he's the third in that wheel. He's going to be open. You have to guard Chavette and Collison.
No doubt. Wambach still taking the face-offs for North Carolina. He just got dropped.
I would be careful with that.
I'm with you.
All these pieces offensively that stayed together for a long time. Right?
Yeah.
Like Tanner Cook was headlining the midfield